Okay, we're getting there. Oh, I lost you. No, I didn't. It's coming back. Well, it's Sunday night and I ran out of things. I thought I was going to do this morning, but I just got around to it tonight. I'm so sorry. But, that's show business, I guess. But let me put the links. Now, listen, with every time I go live, I usually have a set of links to the websites and the grants I talk about on these, but I have trouble putting it on Instagram and TikTok, even though I'm live there. So if you really need this, it'll be on. It's always on Matthew Lesko on YouTube. So my channel, my YouTube channel, always has the descriptions below there. But usually, Instagram, I could put them in, but sometimes I just forget. I do too many things, and TikTok I haven't learned how to do that yet. So that's important. But let me put the link for these, and particularly about the grants for housing. I mean, housing is a big issue now in our country because nobody can afford housing. Rents are going up, everything. So what happens when that happens, when there's a financial trouble somewhere in the country, the people who are, let's see, let me make sure the share is good. Okay, anyone with the link to share, okay. The elected officials, that's Congress and your local elected officials, they go and put things online. I mean, they create money programs, they create grant programs, they create all kinds of government subsidies for you to use, to solve that housing problem. So that's why they're and they don't advertise, so you don't know about it. You'll know about it when it's done and there's no more money there, and that's the problem. And that's what we're trying to teach people at Let's Go Help for that. But more importantly, tonight is our midnight deadline for we give out 30 free computers every month, to our members. So if you're a member of Let's Go Help, make sure you apply to our computer laptop giveaway. We do this every month. And we have 3 other grants that we give out every month, a total of $75,000 that we give back to members every month. We've given out over $1.5 million now just to members. And the next big one is on the 4th of July, and it's a 2-year anniversary of when we started giving personal grants. 2 years ago, we found out, boy, we're making money. We didn't even realize that because we just started a year or two before that. And we decided that what we're doing with our money is giving profits back to members. We don't keep it, we don't buy airplanes or yachts and stuff like that, or go to the moon with the money like a lot of other people do. No, we want to give it to people who are members because they're the ones that made us rich. The people who made the boats didn't make us rich. The people who made the airplanes didn't make us rich. No, it's the members. So they should reap the profits when we're that lucky to have profits, okay? And we've been doing it now for, this will be 2 years. And like I say, we give out over $1.5 million. I didn't even know we'd make that much money, let alone give that much money away. And so it's like half our business is really going back, to people. Tammy, by the way, it's Saturday, and if you remember Let's Go Help, go and we have probably 2 or 3 hours every day at least of live instructions on how to apply for grants. You could ask. There's live people to solve your problems about finding government programs and grants and stuff like that, besides the databases, everything else we have. But we have live people, and people like Tammy. She's a member who volunteers their time to help people. We give a stipends to help them through this. But it's really their members, and they want to help people because it feels good. And that's why I'm in this business, is because it grows my heart. And that's the last thing I left to grow. Man, watching Biden the other night, I mean, that was sad. But boy, I'm the same age as Biden, and I don't know what I'd do if I felt like that. And he said he isn't, and I don't know what he does otherwise, but that hit home for me. I mean, if I'm not like that now, I'm going to be that way, soon. At 40, you don't never even think of that. At 81, woo, hey, that's what happens? Oh my God. We all deceive ourselves very much. So put up with us as you can, because I'm sure I'm going to screw up and I forget stuff and all that kind of stuff. But boy, he looked really in tough shape. And that's too bad. But it just hit me home that, ooh, I could be there soon. Or maybe I'm there now and I'm like him. I believe I'm not. We all do that. But listen, tonight we have, what's important about tonight we have workshops going on, and one is for fixing your credit. Now, this woman is just fantastic. She knows the system. She's been trained to do this and to fix your credit for free. So don't go to Google and stuff like that and try to find somebody to fix your credit, because they're going to get money from you. They'll either get it from you or from the credit card company. They're not going to do this for free, because that's why they're in Google. They're advertising in Google to get you, so that means they have to get money to pay Google. How to get a free laptop? You have to be a member, okay? And you just, we have an application there. All you have to say, why you need a laptop. One sentence is enough, and it closes midnight tonight, and then you wait for about 2 weeks while we process it, and then we announce the 30 winners. Okay, now if you don't win or if you're not a member, here's where else to go to get free laptops. Okay, you go to findhelp.org. Okay, please, if you need a laptop, and I think you need a laptop to really get into the government stuff and whatever, or even a free computer training. If you're not sure, you're a little shaky, and what the hell you do with this thing after you turn it on, or whatever. There's a lot of free help in every city in this country like this. Here's how you find it. You go to findhelp.org, okay? And you put in your zip code. Now, I put in my zip code, which is 2009, and I put in computers. Okay, when you put in computers, I get 113 organizations where I live that help people get free computers and free training to use your laptop. Nothing better than that. You're going to go to Best Buy and pay a few $100s or whatever for that, and then go on Google and find somebody else that you're going to pay a few $100s to train you how to do that? No, you don't waste your time. Don't waste your money, more importantly. If you have a lot of money, you want to do it, God bless you, don't worry about it. But if you don't want to spend money on stuff you don't need to. And that's what we're doing, is trying to teach people the alternatives in life. And because the alternatives in life, people are nonprofit organizations, and like ourselves, we just know that the nicest feeling in life is giving. And that's why these nonprofits do this, because they want to help other people. Because when you help other people, you feel great. I mean, your heart grows. That's how you grow your heart. You don't grow your heart by doing exercises. I guess you do, maybe, in one way, but in the mechanical way, but not in the real way. There's Tula, see, and she just sent me a note how she's going to grow her heart more. Good for you, too. I just love her so, and people do this. It's just a wonderful, I mean, if I never thought I could inspire people to do anything. My kids didn't do shit. And so it's what a bonus in life. I mean, I'm running out of extra innings right now, I feel. My mom died at 42. My father made it 82, so that's another year. But I figure I got 90 or so in me. And I'm just going to be given as much as I can, only because of the feedback, like people need this. I've never been able to please so many people so much, and that's just new, the technology and the group. I used to sell books and seminars and all this kind of stuff like everybody did, charge lots of money, hundreds and hundreds of dollars or whatever. And now for $20, people are getting more help than anything else I've done in the last 50 years. And I've been doing this for 50 years. And I can't believe it, for $20. And it's really the community. It's not me, it's people like Tammy and Tulin and the other people that help other people take advantage of what is out there that you're paying for and don't use. So tonight, don't forget, we have a special a woman who comes on and helps people with credit. So find out the magic there. Don't go to Google and find out the magic. It's going to cost you hundreds or thousands of dollars. You want to talk to the member that will help you for free. And what a delightful young woman she is. And all the people who volunteer and help like that are just way beyond whatever. Okay, free laptops. Let me try another zip code. Give me a zip code, and I'll put in, you don't look 80. No, I'm 81. I'm not 80. I'm 81. Okay, come on, somebody give me a zip code. Okay, 33852. Okay, 33852. That's from the members, okay? So I'm gonna put in find help. I have to know how to spell find. I flunked English in college almost every semester. Find help. Oh, I forgot. It's findhelp.org. O-R-G. Anything that's going to be a value that's going to give you money is going to end in O-R-G or G-O-V. And if you don't do that, 33852, was that it? 33852. Okay. What do they have? Okay, then I put in computers. Okay, computers. What do they have? Okay, there's only 54 organizations in 33852. Where is 33852? I don't even know. But 54 organizations that help with free computers and free computer training. Wow, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, people don't know, okay? Wow, digital support services, 54 organizations. There was 113 where I live. See, and that's why all this help that is there. You're going to go to Google and put in free computers and, well, let's see what the hell they do if you do that. Let's go to Google, put in free computer. Oh, you have to know how to spell computers. Okay. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? We have 13 million? No, that's billion. 13 billion websites. 13 billion websites. 13 billion websites. You hear me? 13 billion websites. Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? Commit suicide, I guess, is the only thing there. No. Go to the findhelp.org. These are people in your zip code. These are nonprofit organizations where you live that are trying to help people in the same area get free computers and free training, but they don't know how to advertise. And even if they did, you'd never find them, and you wouldn't know. Everything in findhelp.org is somebody who's helping you for free. Every single one in there. Okay, either giving you money or free services or whatever. How you doing today? What state do I live in? I live, Tammy's talking to Gary. That's it. So that's why you're on the chat with our members, and they're just people with hearts of gold, and I'm just amazed that people like this are part of this and helping and just trying to make somebody else's life just that little bit better than it is now. And I think that's all we can hope for, is just turn the needle a little bit. And that's usually enough, because if I was a ship navigator and, in the South China Seas, driving ships for the Navy, and if you just change the direction of the ship 1 degree, you're going to wind up in a different continent by the end of it. So even a little degree changes in our life, and we make 1 little degree change, in 5-10 years or something, that's a whole new ball game. I live in the state of confusion. Is that outside of Toledo? I know it's in Indianapolis, right? We all are. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. Everybody's guessing, And that's the problem, is I think people believe they'll make a lot more money if they try to make you believe they know the answer, when they really don't. None of us do. We're all guessing and hoping like hell, but you can't charge a lot of money if you say, hey, yeah, I'm guessing. Hey, let me help you. I'm guessing like hell and I have no idea. But to me, that's really the state of anxiety. Yeah, that's somewhere in Georgia. I've been there before. Oh, and where was I? See, it's a Joe Biden thing. I feel that's sneaking in on me. But the help that's out there for people, and it's not only us, there is so much help. What we're trying to show you are those people that are out there in where you live and in this country that are good people and that are in their life's work is to help you, and that's who you want. Not whose life's work is to try to get money out of you. I mean, that's capitalism. And that's a good little game to play, because it shows you if you're of any value or not. Nobody's going to pay for you, then what the hell, why should you do it? And that's how I feel about capitalism. It's nice if people won't pay me for this, then I really have to think of something else. If I think everybody in the government, everybody in the country needs this, but nobody needs it, but I think they should have it, I think that's dumb. It's sort of telling other people what to do with their life, and I don't think any of us have the audacity. We should not have the audacity to tell other people how to run their life, because we don't know how to run our own life. So what gives us the right to tell somebody else how to live? But maybe we could help what they want to do. So that's the thing to do. This is what I think really love is. Love is helping someone do whatever they want to do. If I love you, I want to help you do what you want to do. Not what I think you should do, because I don't know what I should fucking do. Why should I be wise enough to tell somebody else what to do? No, you have to go paint your own, whatever it is, your art of your life yourself, because you have to find the tools inside you that fit some way in society that becomes a contribution, and then that way you get money back, because that's just how we keep score. Hey, if I'm not going to pay you, then who the fuck, why are you doing this? Find something else with your talents that you could share with the community, and in capitalism, they pay you for that, And so that's why I think you do it better when you find something that is really you, because you'll give something you're doing that you love, you'll do better than anybody else. Something you're doing for just money, and that's why I think everybody hates their job. But we got to take care of ourselves first. We don't want to be a burden on other people, so that we have to earn our own income, to do that and live in our society, and that's important. So you take care of you first. I've been a member for a few months. I've been learning the system. I'm in the need for a list of things that include dental work. I have tried GoHelp.org. No, it's FindHelp.org, Barbara, not GoHelp. But I need implants and a bridge, and was able to find help. I think the best thing would be for something you talked about recently. I believe it was $158,000. The implants are $12,000. I need a new bathroom. Okay, one at a time. For dental work, Barbara, it's probably going to take you a whole bunch of phone calls, okay? I get my dental work. I found a program. They charge me $50 for anything. I don't know if it's implants, but everything, because of my age, I'm getting it. Okay, now, I have a list. If you download, Tammy, if you're around, put up the Meta grant report, and I think around number 19, or Michelle, or whatever, and Matthew. Take care. You on your way again to go work, Michelle? There's the Meta grant report, Barbara. Now, in there, I don't know, I think it's around number 19 for healthcare. And in the healthcare item, for free and low-cost healthcare, and dental care, and mental care, and paying living expenses when you're sick. For dental programs, there's a whole series of steps I have there. And it's probably about 10 places you have to start contacting. It may even be more. It may take 20 places you have to contact, okay? And remember, you start calling those organizations that we have there. and they may or may not work for you. They're there. Their job is to help people like you. Whether they can or they have the money. There's all kinds of reasons why. It's sort of like getting a job. They're hiring, but whether they're going to hire you or not, you have to work that out. So that's what we do. But at least we'll show you the places that are hiring, the places that do this, instead of going to Google and look for a job. So now, with all these sources that give out free dental care, you have to contact them. The best way is by phone. You wait on hold for people to come back to the phone and talk to you. And then you ask them tell them what you need. And if they say, no, lady, we ran out of money, or no, lady, you're too good looking for us, we whatever excuse they make that they can't do it, then what you have to do is ask them, where else can I go to get this? Now that is what it's all about. And you have to realize you're going to have to do that if you want to get something. If you don't want to get it, fine, then you could try your luck and just surfing and seeing if you go to websites and fill out a forms. That's not going to work anywhere as near as getting on that phone and learning. This is the only way you learn. And unfortunately, I'm in both places. You're in both places. She lives in, she's live now. Who's live now? I'm alive now. Who else is alive? I need help with my rent. Right. Oh, Michelle, is she live now? Oh my God, I hate being on live when anybody else is, because that's, yeah. So Barbara, you get that link? She's live now. I'm in both places. I need help with rent. Okay. Again, Ronnie, get that item number 3 in the Let's Go Meta Grant report, and download that. And you want to, again, I have it for rent. It shows you step by step what to do. There's a national organization that gives money, a government national program that gives money to every state, and it shows you how to find your state for that program that may or may not have money. That was the money that came through COVID, and that's sort of spending down, and that's not as much anymore. The next help then is locally. Now locally, that means a lot of fishing you have to do, but they're all in a barrel again. You go to findhelp.org. Are there grants for disabled vets who need home repair? Yes, Michelle, yes, definitely. Okay, let me finish with the rent. Okay, you have to go to findhelp.org and then start calling everyone under rent. You put in your zip code, put it on the rent, and there could be 100 places. There could be 50 places. I don't know. Remember what we did about free computers? Somebody had 50, somebody had 113 where you live. You have to get on that phone and start calling. If you think it's going to happen anyway, it may, and people will tell you they did it anyway, okay? Good for them. But don't expect it, because it may not happen. And if you're expecting it's going to happen in a day or two, or a phone call or two, then you're going to give up because, God damn it, there's nothing there because I can't get it. That is not true. And you can't live that way because you won't get anything. Please, please, please don't do that. Please, please get the courage to just call. If you're afraid to call, ask Charity, one of our people who help live. See when she's on, because she went through that process. She just couldn't get the courage to call a government office, trace unless you put a gun to her head, And she finally did, got stuff, and now she's such an evangelist of get a phone. She must have 100 cell phones now. I thought I would be a bother. Yeah, see, no, their job. I mean, sometimes they are because people don't want to do their job. So it sounds like, the dumb. Hey, just keep going down the road. And call somebody else. We're all a bother. Look at this. If I asked at that, no, I'd be broke. Who wants to listen to a clown in a question mark suit? But you have to solve your problem. You have to think, this is the only life you have. You're not going to get another shot. Maybe you do, but I don't know. and if there is, let me know, because I'm going to fuck up more if I get another shot at this thing. I've been asking, I will be asking the Let's Go Nation, but I don't know if I might help someone. So traveling in a camper all the way. Good for you, Donna. Now, yeah, traveling in a camper all the way. Love it. But I don't actually live in a. Do you have an address anywhere? I was looking into a multifamily grants that we're talking about yesterday, but they know if there are other resources. Yes, Michelle, I mean, if you are looking for, I put that listing in there about the grants I talked about on the other YouTube channel, and they're there in the chat. I put in the beginning of this. So download that. But if you want to do, investment in low-income housing, is that what it is? And you don't know where you live? Well, do you have a place anywhere? Well, just start in a place you would like to do this. And you do that by going to the best one is to go to the County Office of Community Development, okay? And that's what you want, the County Office of Community Development. They're the people at housing and get money from housing to build houses, fix up houses, so they have more houses in the community. And we need this all over in this country, okay? So make an appointment to talk to them. That's the only way you can do it. The other way to do is, no matter where you are, to get a feel for how this works, is maybe first go to Meetup, meetup.com, no matter where you are in this country. Go to meetup.com, even if you're there for a day or two, and look for real estate investment, okay? And you'll start learning the process. So these meetup.coms are free groups all over the country. I mean, where I live, there's probably 40, 50 meetups of individuals. They don't cost any money to join. They meet once a week, once a month, or whatever, and exchange ideas about how to be real estate investors. You go in and you're a fly on the wall and just start learning. That's a meetup.gov, right. I have a P.O. box in Illinois. I don't want to live in Illinois, but I'm going to use my parents' address. Okay, yeah, that's a good thing. Right? You could start anywhere else, and that's it. Look at the cities you want, you think you're interested in, and start. It's going to take research and time, okay? And to start learning is to see how other people in that city are doing it. And you could do that by going to meetup.com and find out how other people are doing it. The same way if you want to start a business or what, you go to meetup.com and start talking to other people who want to start businesses or have businesses. Maybe they're 6 months ahead of you and they could tell you. But actually, if you're something like that too, there's business mentors in every city. If you go to sba.gov/local-assistance, okay, sba.gov/local-assistance. Okay, if you go there and put in your zip code, you'll find 20, 30, 40, 50 nonprofit organizations that help you start any money-making idea you have. They want you to start your own ideas on making money, starting a business, starting a real estate investment firm, being a freelancer, anything. They help you sit down and think through, and they know more likely what is there. But remember, no one of those is perfect. So you have to usually go to 3 or 4 to make sure you know all your options. The whole thing about life is knowing your options. If you only have one option and that doesn't work, then you're shit out of luck, right? And you don't want that to happen. That's why you have to have many options. And that's what failure is about. When you fail, then that gives you a chance and an inspiration to learn more options. There's always more than one way to do anything in life. And if you talk to some guru and they give you a checklist of how things are done, and if that doesn't work, well, then you have to build your own checklist. It's going to work different for you. Everything works different, And you can't take somebody else's checklist, because life is an art. It's an art of having your inside and what's available outside. So you have to have your insides and be in touch with that, and to learn what your insides are, what you're good at, bad at, whatever. And that's why failure, you go out and fail and say, oh shit, that doesn't work for me. That means you just have to find another way to do it. You can. And it doesn't take money. That's the other big booger I hate about Google, is they convince you need money to do anything, and that is absolutely not. It'd be nice, and that'd be a nice nice way to do it, but no, you don't. There's ways to do all your things without money. You just have to be a little more creative. That's why talking to these experts who are in a position to help you figure that out, because that's what they do every day. They help people like you figure things out, okay? And sure, some are assholes, some are not, or whatever. So it's a numbers game like anything. If you're not doing the numbers game, man, nothing will happen, you know? And so make things happen, please, please, please. Oh, life is so much better that way, and that's why yeah, I'm so happy that we could only charge $20, because just come back to us all the time. We give you more options, give you more ways to do things or whatever, and for $20 you could ask us 100 questions a day or whatever, and that is what we all need, and we need the I remember when I was starting businesses, I think that's why I was married. I was always married. I'm married 3 times. And the first 2, it was nice because life will beat you up. And I realized the reason I got married was to have somebody who really think I was cool, even though I was failing my ass off. You know, we need that, you know, to keep going. And that's why, you see, Let's Go Help is that. Because other people, like you've been hearing here, where it's Tammy and Charity and all these people that are wonderful humans, to give you the confidence that there is good people out there. There are, is good people. People are, or people is, I don't know. I flunked English, remember? But I have 2 New York Times bestsellers, better than any English teacher I had. and that's it. Ooh, how did balloons get in there? I don't know. Life can be no matter what's going on out there, you could make your life just terrific by doing things and ignore people that call you an asshole. I've been living like that all the time. And the more I just dig inside of me and bring out that, you don't have to have everybody think you're neat. If you're trying to make everybody love you and think you're neat, then you're not, because you can't please everybody. And so if you please yourself, then you find that then you're authentic and you're more lovable by being what's really inside you. That's lovable. Trying to be like somebody else is not lovable. Why do we love a little baby so much? Because they're just there, them, it, whatever, or a little puppy or something. You know, we get to be growing up, we're all trying to make ourselves to something that we think everybody else will like. But boy, that's what failure did to me. I said, fuck, you know, I'm failing in everything and I'm not having fun. That was crazy. So I said, next time in business, after my first 2 businesses failed, I'm gonna have fun this time. That's when it worked, because at least I'm having fun. So if you're having fun and you enjoy what you're doing, you're gonna stay there till you figure it out. Otherwise, there's always 100 reasons to quit whatever the hell you're doing, you know? And that's why you have to have something bigger. And that comes through trial and error. So go out and try anything. And you don't have to know what the hell the best thing is, because nobody knows that. You have to paint that as your own artistic endeavors. We all artists at something. You know, we have to find what our art is so we can pursue that and give that to the rest of our society, because that's the best thing we have to be. And there's a clue to what that is if anything that's weird about you is probably your best part. No one else could be weird like you. And you wear that out, because then that's lovable, you know. You don't want to offend other people and things like that. There's always a balance in there, but you have to have direction, and you don't know what it is, so you have to go out and make it, and you make the direction for you by failing at a whole bunch of other shit. So you learn, okay? And there's no shortcut. You could take advice and see, and maybe little bits and pieces around, keep recalibrating. You know, I remember when the GPSs first came out. I mean, like, was it 2008 or something like that? I remember driving around somewhere, and the GPS uses, you know, when I make a turn and recalibrating. You know, they give you when to turn here, there, and things like that. And when you change direction, then they recalibrating. That's what you have to do with your own life, is recalibrating. And when it does that, that means you have to try other shit. You don't know if it's going to work or not. That doesn't matter. You just have to take the best thing you could think of to do right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. Don't worry. Don't forget perfect, because nobody buys perfect. Nobody cares about perfect. You think they do, but they don't. Look at all the crap you buy. Nothing's perfect. So just give whatever it is the best shot and see what happens. Okay, because that will. And go out and get feedback. That's what you need, feedback. And that's why in getting a grant, you got to get feedback. You call these people, whether you're trying to get a dental implant or money for rent. You talk to people who do that and you get feedback. Hey, am I stupid on this? And even if they say, yeah, then nobody will do that. Well, okay, take it with a grain of salt and keep looking. They don't do it. They don't know. I mean, we all live in our own little cocoons. Wow, I didn't know what I was going to say when I started this today. But I have so many other things to do, guys. I've got to get another video out. By midnight, apply for our computer. Free computers, 30 of them we give out, and we send them to you. It takes about 2 weeks to process. But now, after this, the next big LESCO grant is $40,000 to help with rent. Remember, help the rent? You were asking about rent? Okay, well, make sure you apply for our rent grant. And that's deadline is the 4th. So the 4th of July is our 2-year anniversary of giving grants. And like I say, we've given over $1.5 million. I mean, I don't even consider myself a millionaire. What the fuck am I doing giving away $1.5 million? And that's because of you people who joined. It's not from my money. It's your money. And that's why I feel that this is where it has to go. Back to the people who made this possible. And that's why we give these grants out. It's so important to me. You want to do important things in life, but first you have to take care of yourself and be able to support yourself, okay? And that's what I want to help you with too, okay? No matter what it is, okay? Thank you so much for this wonderful life that you're allowing me to contribute in. I just can't. Where do I apply for the laptops? And there's a link. You're on Let's Go Help too, you're a member. So on the left-hand side, there's a tab for all our grants. So that's where you apply to the grants. On the left-hand side, there's a tab. And make sure you ask questions, okay? We have a question corner, and I'm working on another way you could keep asking questions on Let's Go Help too, okay? And that should be up soon, I hope. Okay. Michelle, thank you so much. Were you just live now? I'm sorry. I try not to step on toes. I'd rather them see you than me, because they can relate to you better than me. How can you relate to this idiot? Where do I find grants for single mothers starting a small? The same way rich people get grants and help to start a business. Go to item number 5 in the LESCO Meta Grant Report. Start making appointments with local business mentors that are all free. Make appointments with more than one. Ask for 4 or 5 or whatever. And you want to talk to more, okay? To help refine your idea, okay? And that's what they're there for, all free, okay? Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Chastity. Oh, God, you guys I'm just so ecstatic about my life. I didn't know this would happen to me. And I appreciate every second of it, because I know it could go away in a flash. Life is fucked up, so appreciate what you have. Talk to you soon.